Hello everyone, I promised you a video about scammers and hackers, and it's probably going to be in two parts because there's a fair bit to it. So firstly, a bit of background. So many people have fallen victim to a financial scam. We hear about them in the news or from someone we know, and over the last couple of weeks I've been to see a few different people, new customers to me, who were either scared that they had been scammed or hacked, or had actually been hacked. One lady to the extent that we actually had to get in touch with Microsoft to see what could be done, because the hacker had actually got into her email account and changed the security information. But I'll cover that in a bit. Many of my customers actually avoid doing anything financial online, and that's mostly to prevent their information being used or to prevent their bank account being accessed, because of course that's what the fear is about. Many of the stories that are reported are centered around financial loss. So mostly the recent ones that I've been helping people with, they've had phone calls or emails pretending to be from well-known companies such as BT or Amazon or Sky, or even Microsoft themselves, in order to try and extract information. And this is usually along the lines of their personal details or a payment or both. A couple of weeks ago, when I got the calls and went to see the people that this had happened to, I posted about that on my Facebook page, and it got quite a bit of attention, but not in a good way. Not in terms of, lots of people sharing it or commenting underneath it. It was mostly just a heap of bots, which are fake Facebook people, commenting underneath the picture I posted, saying that they'd been hacked recently as well, would you believe, and giving a phone number or an email address just to get in touch with for help. Just for clarity, I'm not real. So there you go, I'm not immune to the scammers either. Now when I say bots, I'll just do a quick explanation of that. Bots it's short for robots, and they're sign-ups to Facebook. So they look like they're a real person, but they're actually created by a computer program. The idea is that they just zap comments on people's posts and look convincing enough to sell you something. They're actually all done automatically. They're not really a human thing at all. The bot can scan through Facebook posts and look for keywords such as scam or hacker or anything like that. And when they find one of those keywords, they just plonk a pre-written comment underneath it. And there are some big clues as to whose comment is actually left by a bot. First one is the name is usually in a different language to the original post. Like the post that they're putting the comment under. And the second one is they're usually kind of written a bit like an advert. So they'll have a call to action. They'll urge you to contact a helpline or click a link, which is likely going to just ask you for money to help solve your problem, which they're trying to convince you that you've got. Anyway, so back to the original thing, the phone scammers. How do you know if you've had a scam phone call? Well, the conversation might sound something like this. Hello?
Hello, sir or madam. I'm calling you from this company name today. How are you? Hello? Okay, thanks. I'm calling you today because we have seen suspicious activity on your router or internet connection or computer recently. Do you have around 15 minutes to get it sorted with me? Maybe. What's the problem? I was just on my computer this morning and it was fine. I will show you what the problem is, but I need you to be on the computer with me when I talk you through it. Can you get onto your computer now?
So if you have a similar conversation where you've answered the phone to somebody that you don't know, you're being told there's a problem with your internet or similar, but they're still asking you to go online, do not do it. It's probably not real. In fact, the temptation is to actually just hang up straight away, which I totally understand because I've been there myself, and you just really want to get the person who's calling you to go away. A way to help out other people who might be scammed in the future, though, is to take the details of the person calling. So, for example, if they say they're from Sky, make a note of that before you hang up. And then a bit later on, you can actually call Sky, but use the phone number that you've got in your paperwork. Do not use a phone number that they've given you. Make sure it's actually Sky that you're calling. Report what you've had, report the phone call or the email or whatever kind of contact you've had.
While I was editing this, it occurred to me, you might not even be a customer of the company that the scammer is claiming to call from. In that case, you won't have any paperwork, of course, so you'll probably have to Google their phone number. But it's still a really good idea to call because then the company knows that there's somebody out there pretending to be them.
One lady that I saw a couple of weeks ago, as I said previously, the hacker had got into her email address and actually gone as far as to change her security information so that when she tried to log in, and obviously couldn't, normally what would happen is Microsoft would, or whichever company it is, would send you a verification code so that they know it's definitely you. Because the security information that they had was no longer belonging to the person that actually owned the email address, the verification code wasn't coming to her, so she couldn't use it. And that's obviously why they've done it, so that she can't get back in. Prevention is definitely better than cure. We want to make sure that you can make the strongest types of passwords possible. So I'm actually going to do a bit of a feature on that, but inside a private area so that obviously the hackers and the scammers can't see the tips that I'm giving you, because that would just give the game away, wouldn't it? So a bit later on I'll post a bit more information about when I'm doing that. If you're still watching, thank you very much.